Okay. I'm always surprised. I just catch myself off guard when I go live. Let's see. Hopefully I'm live. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? And I always forget there's a little tape delay. So I'm talking and I don't see a response, and so I never know if people can actually hear me or see me. Okay, so I'm getting some notifications from YouTube, which is always a good sign. Um, and again, I don't know how many people we're going to have on today, which is fine. If there's not a lot of people, we can end early. If there are a bunch of people, we will stay as long as need be. So if you can hear me, you can see me, comment yes, I can hear you, I can see you. If you have questions, start posting those questions in the chat. That would be awesome as well. Hey, Leon, how's it going? Hope you are doing well. Um, let's see. If you have questions for me, Leon, put them. Hi from Ghana. How are you, Madison? Hope you are doing well. Post the questions that you might have in the comment section. My hands are super dry. We're supposed to get a big snowstorm tomorrow. Yeah, starting tomorrow. So we'll see. Actually, I need to get some gas for that, which is something that I did not prepare for. Guys, if you have questions, let me know. Put them in the comment section. How's it going, time traveler? Um, Hopefully you're here. You're here present day, you're not from the future. Or if you are from the future, tell me the winning lottery numbers for tomorrow. Make us all rich. With the Tell us the winning numbers for tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, we're only supposed to get 3 to 10 inches of snow. We got a lame 1 inch of snow in Minneapolis. Yeah. Do you have any crypto airdrop sites? I know absolutely nothing about crypto, and so I would not be able to help you. Yeah, we're supposed to have a good evening, KC. We're supposed to have a snowstorm. They've already canceled schools in Madison. We're about an hour and a half. Alaska, wow. Hello. Um, we are about an hour and a half southeast of Madison. Chicago in the house. Leon, we are. I am. I'm 8 miles from the Illinois-Wisconsin border, and I can be in downtown Chicago in about 45 minutes, depending on the time of day. Getting to getting to Chicago from my house will either take me 45 minutes or it'll take me 5 hours, depending on when. Um, Legendary Hair and Company, working on my Shopify auto gen store as you speak. Oklahoma, awesome. Wow, so we are all over the place. Um, Really cool. So guys, if you have questions, hey Heather, how's it going? If you have questions, definitely put them in the comment section as well. Yeah, Leon knows. Funny story. I used to work in Gurnee, which is, I don't know, about 20 minutes away from my house. Um, what is up with pre-cancel? When I was younger, they don't. Yeah, when I was younger, we went to school regardless. We got snow coming to Iowa. Be prepared. Um, Leon knows. So I used to work in Gurnee, right across the street from Gurnee Mills, and one day we were going from it was a Friday. I got off work at 4:30. We wanted to go to a White Sox baseball game because I'm a White Sox fan. We left at 4:30 from Gurnee, and we missed the first inning of the 7 o'clock game. That's how bad it can be driving now. But like if you leave, like we've also the bars in Chicago close at like 5, and so if you leave at 4, you can go from Chicago to where I live in like 45 minutes. There's like once you make it to the north side, it's basically all clear, and so you can just go. I don't recommend always obey your local laws because that's obviously important, but yeah, you can it either takes me 45 minutes or 4 hours to get to Chicago. There's no in between. And there was really no way to prepare for that. So a little bit of a traffic lesson for everyone here. Bet you 99% of the people have no idea what I'm talking about, nor do they care. Anyway, if you guys have questions about starting an online business, and one of the things that I am a huge proponent of, and I wrote some stuff down that we could talk about, but since we're talking about the weather and we're supposed to have a snowstorm, I think that you should try and monetize things that are happening. We know how to make money today. Well, that depends. It depends on what your skill set is. What are you good at? What what skill do you have that other people will pay for? If you were looking to make money today, you need to have a skill. You need to solve a problem. For example, and people they ask me how to make money today. I would say if it's me and I needed to make money today, I would go door to door to local businesses and offer to build them 5-page WordPress websites. Now, I wouldn't technically go door to door. I would do a little pre-work first and figure out which companies don't have a website, which companies don't have a good website, or they're just using like their Facebook group. And so, excuse me. So, Leon, to answer your question, it really all depends. And I know that's not a good answer. That's never a good answer. That's never the right answer. But if you wanted to make money today, make real substantial money today, it all depends on your skills. What do you know what you're good at? What are you good at? And if you live in Chicago, you know there are literally millions of people that have millions of problems. I'm sure that you, depending on where you live in Chicago, you could go to that local corner store and say, hey, you guys need a website. I'll build a website for you for $1,000. And they would say, okay, great. We needed somebody to build our website. So what skills do you have? And the thing is most people think, hey, I've got this boring everyday skill that everybody knows about. First of all, not everybody knows how to build a 5-page WordPress website. Don't undervalue the skills that you have. Number two, people will pay for things if you can save them time, make them money, or help them avoid frustration. And if you can communicate that, you can be successful. Again, if you went to that local corner store and you said, hey, I noticed that you don't have a website. I also noticed that your 3 biggest competitors have a website and they're actually collecting sales online. You're losing money to your competitors not being able to collect payments and fulfill orders. And then they might say, no one has the time to do that. No one knows how to build a website, or no one has time. You say, hey, look, I could build out you a simple 5 or 10 page WordPress website where you can collect orders, you can communicate basic information, and it'll only cost you $1,000. And you might say, hey, nobody's willing to pay that. But yeah, people are willing to pay $1,000 if you can save them time and you can help them make money. Leon, does that make sense? Avoid frustration. Yeah. Think about why people buy stuff. Think about why people buy shovels. It's going to snow today or tomorrow, or depending on where you are. If you're in Alaska, it's probably snowed the last 4 months. But I mean, you could go out and shovel by hand, but to save time, you buy a shovel, right? You could go out and scoop the snow off of your windshield by hand, but you buy one of those car things because you want to save time and you want to not be frustrated and potentially have a heart attack shoveling by hand. And so once you understand that, and that's how money is made on the internet. Figure out something. Greetings from Mexico. How's it going? What about music? These principles apply to anything. What is it about music that you want to talk about? What is it about music that what problems within music can you help solve? I want to start a jobs posting channel, but don't know how I would get subscribers to be monetized. What do you mean, like a jobs posting channel? Is that a YouTube channel, or is that like a blog or a website? Anyway, again, so think about it like this. There's someone that has lived in Florida their entire life, but because of a job, because of family, whatever it might be, they moved to Wisconsin or Alaska. And they don't know what they need to know when it comes to their first snow. So things that you think are common knowledge are something making money online at specific businesses. So things that you might think are common knowledge, there are literally millions of people that never experienced that. Why do you think the entire city of Atlanta and Charlotte, North Carolina, shut down whenever they have a little bit of snow? It's because they have literally millions of people that have never gone through snow before, and they don't know how to drive, and they don't know how to walk, and they don't know how to think when it snows. So I encourage you to think about your skills. Again, the original question was from Leon, and he asked, "How do I make money online today?" Or "How do I make money today?" And the answer is really simple. You just remote start, my friend. Yeah, remote start. There, in thinking about the remote start, there's a guy out there that doesn't want to pay somebody to install the remote start. So he went on Amazon or he went on the internet and he bought the remote start kit. This came out of the blue. Hey, from Finland, how's it going? And so what is he going to do? He's going to go to the internet and he's going to watch a tutorial video on how to install the remote start. And you, being on the other side, or somebody on that other side, could create videos teaching them how to install a remote start on a Neon, a Dodge Neon. The niche question has been already answered. Hi, hey, how's it going, Lena? Thank you for sharing your insights. You're right. But I mean, when you think about it like that, thanks for the likes that are coming in. When you think about making money online, is not this mystical, mysterious thing. It really isn't. You just have to identify one problem and solve that one problem over and over and over again. Making money online is really boring. This came out the blue. Yeah, I got a lot of blue going on. And I just realized that. I just threw this shirt on and my background is usually always blue. But when you realize that making money online is really boring, it's doing the same thing over and over again consistently longer than other people and getting more effective at it, you can be successful. Time Traveler says, yeah, even in Minneapolis, not many have remote start, not many install. But it doesn't just have to be the remote start. You could, and think about it like this. What's the one thing they tell you to do when the first snow is coming? They tell you to put in your car the emergency roadside kit, right? A blanket, all sorts of junk, right? If I'm moving from Atlanta to Minneapolis, which happens frequently, or this is the first time I'm out on my own, I don't know what I need to put in my emergency roadside kit. And so I go to the internet, maybe I go to TikTok or I go to YouTube and I put in, what to include in my emergency roadside kit for the winter. And then you, on the other side of that, you create a YouTube video or TikTok video telling people what they should include in their emergency roadside kit. They say, okay, thank you for that helpful information. And then you could be an affiliate and you could recommend the best blankets, the best whatever. Blue is too much. Blue is never too much. I mean, if it's too much, you could just not watch. Simple problem, simple solution. Anyway, my family's from Finland. Awesome. So we're making connections. Minneapolis to Finland. I've seen music businesses, concerts at Patreon website. What about Patreon is a good option by chance? Thanks for useful information. So yeah, Patreon can be fine. Patreon's just a membership site. It's just another vehicle to assist people. It can all work. Or blue is for trust. Blue could be for trust. It's all in your perception. If you are already sad, then you're going to see sad. But if someone sees trust, it'll build more trust. Are digital products, digital downloads still a thing? Yes, digital products are very much a thing. And so getting back to the Patreon thing, with Patreon, Patreon basically is a membership site where you offer more information. You offer more entertainment or more education. Patreon can work. I mean, you could you could create your own membership site and not pay the Patreon fees. I mean, you could do it with WordPress. Patreon is just a vehicle to do something. And oftentimes people get caught up in the tools. Don't get caught up in the tools, because Patreon's just a tool. Random gaming. I mean, if you're sad, go lay down. My family owns an RV park. What would be the best products to promote to other RVers? That's a really interesting thing. So again, what do people need that have RVs? What breaks down? You know what I mean? What are some of the things that people ask about all the time with regards to their RV? Yeah, washing RVs could be a good one. It all depends on. Thanks. It sounds fine. It depends on, I think, where they're at. I mean, you could probably build out a little building where people could take baths and showers and charge them for it. I think it really all depends. But I would say, hey, look, I would have a family meeting and say, what is the most common thing? What is the most common question? And thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. What is the most common request at our RV park? Are people always asking where to find parts? Are people asking about, I don't know, fixing tires, things of that nature? I would try and go to them. Yeah, RV maintenance issues. I'd put together, maybe what you could do if you have a physical location is you could put together a list of different places where they can go do stuff and make and have agreements with those places. So maybe in your area, I don't know how big or where you're at, but what you could do is give everyone that comes to the RV park, give everyone a list of places, maybe the best place to get their oil changed or the best place to have their RV washed or something like that. And then work out deals with the other businesses that you can maybe potentially make money, have a partnership where they pay you for advertising is basically what it is. Or maybe you could even do something like have an app or a website. Sorry about the curious question. I wanted to have a laugh for myself anyway, because at the time I had a bad day. Oh, all right. So yeah, one thing I think you could do, which I think would be kind of cool, is have a QR code as a sign. So whenever somebody pulls in to your RV park, they scan the QR code, and then that could pop up a list of different businesses. But you go out and say, hey, look, I'm gonna put your auto shop on our website that every person in our RV park has access to. I've got other guys that are interested in doing this as well. I'm coming to you first, and you pay me, I don't know, $1,000 a month. Maybe do the same thing with local restaurants. That could be a cool thing to do. It won't let me watch. Let me see. Let me do this. Any other questions? There we go. Any other questions? Yes, everyone is using QR codes. Yeah. So yeah, do a QR code, and that could go to your website. And then you could basically sell ad space. But winterizing RV is a really good idea. I don't know much about that type of business, but yeah, I think that could work. Any other questions? Casey asked, are digital products, digital downloads still a thing? Yes, very much so. People are downloading all sorts of stuff. Now, again, it goes back to what I said very early on. People will buy your stuff if you can save them time, save them money, help them avoid frustration. That's really it. And so if you've got a digital product that can help someone do that, they will buy it from you, regardless of if it's available for free on the internet. And regardless if you think it's something that can be made yourself. For example, I sell tattoo designs and I sell emojis on Etsy. People can go get emojis themselves, but they buy it from my store. One of the things that they bought from my store because it saves them time. They don't have to go try and do it themselves. People buy table numbers because it saves them time. All sorts of stuff. I'm very interested in delving into affiliate marketing. Is starting a website blog still a viable route to take as a complete beginner? I haven't yet decided a niche. Yeah, you can do a blog or a website. Just know that if you do a blog or website alone, it's going to take a while to scale and to grow. If you're going to do a mature platform, what I recommend is that you do a blog, a website, and something else. So what I would recommend is doing a blog, a website, and Pinterest. Doing a blog, a website, and maybe TikTok. Do something else that will help you get faster traffic, because there are so many new blog posts that are uploaded every single day that it takes like 6 months. It can take 6 months for a new blog or website to start getting ranking. But if you do Pinterest or you do social media and you send people to your website or your blog via social media, that can help accelerate things a little bit. I just opened a spa. I'm looking at products to sell. Good CBD each. I don't know much about. I don't know very much at all regarding offline businesses. But what I would try and do is I would try and sell monthly reoccurring things. So like my spa, try and get them to buy monthly membership packages. Come in 2 times every single month. It costs this. And then to get people hooked, maybe offer them a CBD thing, maybe a CBD gummy if they if they sign up and join. Let me see here. Oh, my shoulder. Let me see. Do you guys have any other questions for me? Yes, monthly recurring payments. Yes. So that's what I would do. And then maybe even try and figure out different ways with your spa to maybe even incorporate something that can be done like online as well. So maybe if you do like a webinar or I don't know, a Q&A, so that you keep people on the hook for months. Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out. Nintendo no longer has an official affiliate market. There are many retailers like eBay. They're very trustworthy equipment and a very well organized company. You need a massage. So what's the difference between the Nintendo Switch 2 and the Nintendo Switch? Is there that big of a difference? And bigger thing, if the Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out, this is the perfect opportunity to start talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. Simply because there isn't as much content about the Nintendo Switch 2. And so what I would do if I wanted to get into tech or I wanted to get into the gaming niche, I would just start creating all sorts of content, comparing the Nintendo Switch 2 to the One, comparing it to, is it more powerful than the PlayStation 2? Comparing it to everything, because you want to be known as a subject matter expert. And as more people become aware of the Nintendo Switch 2, I'm just going to call it N2. As more people become aware of the N2, they're going to start doing research and asking questions about it. And then your account is going to show up multiple times because you've talked a lot about the N2. So what I would do if Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out, just start creating a bunch of content about it and become the subject matter expert. I'm open to ideas. It's just me, my husband running out of fitness center. Okay. When you are creating an offer for your product, do you think the phrase, the pain makes the pitch, is truly something to consider? I've never heard that phrase before. The pain makes the pitch. So I've never considered it. But I just try and think about, okay, what problem am I trying to solve? What's the number one problem I'm trying to solve? And then I think about, okay, it solved this problem, but what other new problems does this create? Because anytime you solve a problem, it creates 5 new ones. And so if you can start thinking about how can I solve multiple problems with my one offer, maybe things they haven't even considered yet, then you can make the offer what they call irresistible. Where do I find the affiliate program for Nintendos? Well, I would look at Best Buy, I would look at Walmart, I would look at Amazon. I don't know if Meijer has an affiliate program, but I would look there. If Nintendo no longer has one, look at some of those other places. But yeah, that's how I go about it. I think, okay, so let's say I teach a person how to, let's say my core offer is how to get the dog to stop peeing in the house. Okay, the dog is going to stop peeing in the house. What's the next problem that pops up? Maybe now the dog wants to go outside every 20 minutes. So now I got to solve that problem. And so if you can think about it like that, I think there's lots of opportunity out there. Any other questions? Questions, comments, concerns? Yes, from what I've heard, it is an upgrade in graphics and memory. Okay, cool. What's your view on selling digital products? Is it possible without a large following? Yes. The biggest misconception out there is you need to have a large following. You can start selling digital products with a small following. And I think you should define what digital products are, because there are all sorts of different types of digital products. What happened with your Amazon FBA journey? I was just looking at that. In fact, I just had to pay a supplier. I just had to pay my shipper to ship my products from China to the US. So currently, which is really cool, I actually kind of made a mistake and it worked out for the better. So before I was selling my product for like $26. And my plan was to move it up to $28. I actually accidentally moved it up to $30. And it's been selling better. So for the last 30 days, I've made $3,239. That is not profit. That is what I've made from Amazon. So far, in the last about 2.5 months, I've made $6,597. So not bad for someone that never sold anything. How does that work? Some company sends a product, want reviews, or has this work to make anything money, or is it a waste of time? I'm not sure what you're asking, time traveler. So I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing so far. I just need to scale this, and yeah. So it's just a matter of getting more products, getting higher price products. One of the issues is the $30 product is okay. And I recently just got upgraded to $30. Before, like I said, it was at like $26. But what is the profit though? Because 90% of that can be cost. So my profit at $30, $30.99 is about, I think it's 27%. So after Amazon takes their cut, and after I pay for ads, and after I pay for shipping, and after I pay the supplier, I still make about 30%. And I've only spent this month, I have not spent any time on, actually that's not true. I spent a total of 10 minutes on that, on Amazon FBA. And that 10 minutes was paying the supplier and talking via Facebook. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it so far. Again, it's just a matter of scaling with getting more products, and yeah, so it's pretty cool. And I like it because I do almost no work on it. In fact, I should do work on it because I think it'd work out better. Let me see if I can go back and did I miss? What is your view on selling digital products? Is it possible without electronic? Yes. Andre, you can sell digital products without a large following. Following count doesn't really matter because I only have 2,000 followers or so on TikTok, and you guys would be surprised about the number of traffic I get every single day just from TikTok. So following count doesn't matter. Now, if you're trying to do like the YouTube partner program, then you got to have 1,000 followers and 4,000 or 3,000 hours of watch time. But follower count's a vanity metric that means nothing in the grand scheme of things. What happened to your FBA journey? How does this work? Some companies send a product, want reviews, or has that work to make anything money and not a waste of time? So if you're talking about Amazon FBA, basically what I do is I find a product, I reach out to suppliers in China, and we negotiate on a price. I order a sample here to my house. If I like the sample, I'll order a test shipment, and then the test shipment gets sent directly to Amazon. I don't touch the test shipment at all. My supplier puts the labels on, they do all the packing and all that stuff, and then I run ads. I run ads to my products. I'm really into natural remedies. It's a big hobby of mine, especially on hard mushrooms that are consumed for health benefit. What sort of digital hack would come to mind? So for natural remedies, I would put together I would put together kind of like a mini course or something explaining what the natural you could do an ebook. I'm not a huge fan of ebooks, essentially because most people don't read ebooks, but you could put together a little mini ebook talking about the natural remedies and what problems they solve. So if you're taking organic kale, write down kale solves whatever it solves. I would do that. And then I would create content talking to people. I would create two types of content. One type of content talking to people about the benefits of natural remedies and talk about the negative side effects of ingesting whatever powders and pills that are out there. How about selling mushroom powders, cupping sets, and pain relief creams? Yeah, the only issue with that is that it's a physical product and you got to worry about like drop shipping and you got to worry about like FDA approvals and things of that nature. So I would be careful about selling topicals and stuff like that. Must you get into a niche for print on demand? I really want to get in, but I want to make my own designs and set a specific niche. Yeah, no, you can do your own designs. You just have to think about sending traffic or driving traffic to your thing. And so if you're going to do your own designs, I'd create content, start a TikTok account and show people the design, talk about the why and tell people how you come up with those ideas. I thought of weekly intake plans, information ebook on how to get more out of your mushroom supplement. I mean, you could do that. What about an audiobook? You could do an audiobook. Thank you, time travel. I'm making foraging, drying, and working. Yeah, so you could just do a plan around that. True liability. Yeah, I would be really concerned about anything that's got to be applied to the skin or face or ingested, because that could open you up to lawsuits and liability. Man, Michigan is just running right around Washington. It's been a while since Blockbuster had cartridges rentals. That sounds like a classic niche that could return. Digital rentals. Any other questions for me? We've only been on for about 30 minutes. Now, what I would encourage you to do is I would encourage you, if you are planning on getting into digital product creation and selling, I do recommend that you check out G-Bolt Systems. G-Bolt Systems is your one-stop shop to selling your digital products. So you can create your lead magnets. You can actually upload your lead magnets. You can create your digital products. You can sell your digital products. You can actually set up your email marketing as well, all through one place. And you can also do your marketing, which is really cool. If you look at G-Bolt Systems, it allows you to connect your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or X, whatever you're calling it. And I think LinkedIn. I think I said LinkedIn, but LinkedIn. And you can create content right in that one place and send it off. It allows you to be more efficient with your time. It'll save you time, save you money, which will help you make more money. So definitely check out Gbolt Systems. There is a 2-week free trial if you go ahead and get started. You just pay the one-time new account setup fee, and I'll put a link, gboltsystems.com, just like that. I'm joking. I've only regulated. Yeah, but you gotta say that, because if I don't say it and something happens 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line, 3 years down the line, someone comes knocking on my door and saying that because I didn't say that you should be careful and all of that stuff, because people love to sue. And if they see an opportunity and they think you've got any money, they're going to try and sue. I had the lawful stuff not in mind. Better be careful. Yeah, be very careful. I'm scared to sell things like space heaters or curling irons because I can't figure out who's liable for any malfunctions, my company or the drop shipping company. I mean, if you get an LLC, it would help protect you. But that's, and one thing that you can do, Legendary Hair, do you have a physical store, or are you doing affiliate marketing? Because if you're doing affiliate marketing, you really don't have as much to worry about. I just got here, so maybe you've answered this, but I have a question about seeing products I want to drop ship, but unable to find where to get them. I don't know much about drop shipping. In fact, I didn't get into drop shipping because I didn't know very much about it at all. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't figure it out. Like, I only attempt businesses that make sense to me. And with drop shipping, when I was looking into starting an online business, I couldn't figure out how to get the traffic. No, it's an online store. So instead of drop shipping, why don't you do affiliate marketing? Native American Reader, I couldn't find you on YouTube. How can I connect? I'm not good at anything at the moment. I just want to give value and receive money in return. What do you recommend for a niche for a beginner with interest in science, health stuff? Science and health is too general and too broad. So the first thing I'd recommend is niche down and try and figure out a smaller group of people. Also, too, I think that everyone has a skill, something that they're good at, but they just don't see it as a skill. They don't see it as a skill worth monetizing. But the other day I showed you how people are getting thousands of views, millions of views on how to wash their clothes, how to do laundry. Watch his other videos. He got a lot of inspiration. Hey, I appreciate it, Time Traveler. But like the things that you think are basic and everyday things, this might be Shaq. Nope. The things that are basic and everyday, there's somebody that doesn't know that. They don't know those things. And just to reset, because I talked about in the very beginning, it's supposed to snow here, and there are people that don't know how to behave in the snow. They don't know. Thanks for the likes. Yeah, go to my Gbolt Systems. That'll help too. People that live in Atlanta, they move to Minneapolis or they move to Wisconsin. They've never seen real snow before. They've seen should I use a search engine to help niche down? What I would do is I would look at the things that you've purchased recently. Look at the last 5 things that you've purchased. Look at your hobbies. Look at things that you like to talk about. Within those things, I see what you're saying. Great perspective. Within those things, there's a niche that you could get into. For example, I'll just go over to Amazon real quick, and I'll tell you the last few things that were purchased on Amazon by us. Kitchen shears. So that's a cooking niche. Birthday invitation cards for boys. This next one is dog chew toys. These are all things. These are all niches. Some books, more stuff for our dog. I could teach people how to shovel and not injure them. That's perfect. Every year, lots of people die from improper shoveling. They have a heart attack and they fall over. I got you 400 likes. Appreciate it. Let's see. Now, watch this. Let's see. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, there are millions of people every single day. Not millions, but there are a bunch of people that fall over and pass away because, hey, watch this. I'm just gonna get 400 more likes in a matter of seconds. So thanks for your 400, but I raise you 1,000. Anyway, yeah, heart attacks, no, is real. People, I guess people in Atlanta or down south wouldn't realize that, but it happens all the time. People just fall over and die from improper snow shoveling. People are also searching how to start a snowblower, how to do all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, so many opportunities out there. So many like basic things. There's a guy on YouTube who, he's like, he acts like someone's dad, and he teaches them basic things like how to tie a tie. Basic stuff. The problem is people that have never made money online before, they overcomplicate it. They think, hey, I need to do this high level secret ninja thing that nobody else is doing. No, you don't. What if I haven't bought anything in a while? You have a phone, you have a camera or computer, you're looking at me. Is Udemy for learning things like how to create a website a good choice? I'm overwhelmed by what they have to offer. You can use Udemy or Udemy. It works. But what I encourage you to do before you start buying stuff, because ask dad. Yeah, that guy's crushing it. Ask dad. He's got millions of subscribers and views and all that stuff. And all he does is he shows you how to do stuff as if he was your dad. Tie a tie, fix a flat tire, things like that. Basic stuff that your dad would teach you. But some people grew up without a dad. Some people, their dad is no longer around. And so this guy is teaching you very basic stuff. And you can do that too. Break it down simple enough. Yeah. Yeah. I got an email from a guy earlier today. He asked me, hey, I'm interested in working with you one-on-one. Are there any tips out there? Or are you doing anything to make money that isn't available to the public? And I said, hey, if you've never made money online, you don't need secret ninja tips. You don't need it, because basic is really all you need. So do you think I should do content based on iPhone? Sure, if you got an iPhone, teach people how to do different things on iPhone. Go over to TikTok. There are tons of people that are only creating content on stuff you didn't know you could do on your iPhone, part 32. I'm sure they're here on TikTok. I'm sure they're here on YouTube as well. Stuff you didn't know you could do with your iPhone, websites you didn't know existed, like basic stuff. Is that not saturated? Everything's saturated. I don't believe in saturation. People that worry about saturation are looking for reasons not to do something. So I don't believe in saturation. I've been trying to think of the best way to start. My job is child protection and my hobby is the circus. What is it about the circus? And are there still circuses that happen? I know that they got rid of the Ringling Brothers a while ago. Child protection, I'd be interested. Okay, thanks, you're welcome. So what do you do with child protection? Do you work at like Child Protective Services? People on TikTok are creating content on how to spot if a child is in danger. And that's why I say, whatever you do offline, take it online. There's many more people you can help. and stop overthinking the process. It's really simple. Whatever problems you solve every day, there are millions of people. I don't believe in saturation either. Look at the bread aisle next time you're in the grocery. Yeah, bread, ketchup, alcohol, cigarettes, all that stuff. There's a million of them, but they come out with a million more every single year. There's a new version of tequila that comes out every 6 months. Every celebrity has their own version of it. And there's no reason why you couldn't do that too. That's a very, very great way to put it. It's a very great way to put it. There's 38,000 versions of bread, and they haven't invented a new way to slice bread in 50 years. Working like Child Protection Institution. Yeah, do stuff that sets yourself apart. There's only competition and saturation if you're trying to do the exact same thing as everyone else. And then when you're doing the exact same thing as everyone else, you start competing on price. That's why McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's are cheap. But you can go get a gourmet hamburger from somewhere. It's the same thing, but they found a way to set themselves apart. They're not competing on price. Working in a child protection institution where the children live. Yeah, so that would be kind of tricky. I'd probably stay away from that just because you don't want to have to worry about HIPAA names and people connecting you to that kind of thing. So I would maybe gravitate towards your hobby, which is a circus, which would be interesting. Any other questions? So I encourage you guys, if you don't take anything else away from this live stream, is don't overcomplicate it. Simple, basic. What's your favorite niche? All of them. I like them all. Any niche that I get into is my favorite niche when it pays me money. And the thing is I've done things like security cameras, which was my first niche. That was my favorite because it showed me that I could, in fact, make money on the internet. This niche that I'm talking about is my favorite because it works. I can connect with people and share with people what I know. Creating content about pets is awesome. Also awesome for me. Travel niche is great. They all, as long as they put money in my pocket, they're my favorite. How much blog posts and or videos should someone create when they're just starting out? Is there a magic number? There's no magic number, and you need to just create. When we doing this live chatting, my goal is to do them every day. The last time I said that, I missed the 2 days after that, but I attempt to go live every day. Mr. B said do 100. I say do 1,000. If your goal, what's your goal? Why are you doing these blog posts? Why are you creating these YouTube videos? Why are you creating content? If your goal is to, make ends meet a little bit easier, if I told you that you just need to make 1,000 TikTok videos or 1,000 YouTube videos and you wouldn't have to worry about paying your card note, would you do it? Answer is probably yes. Huge fan. Thanks for keeping it real. You're welcome. Thrive and shine. Happy to have you here. What challenge? Has anyone from the challenges you posted had any success yet? So, Lena, I'm doing right now, today's day 1 of the 5-day challenge. And this is only my 3rd time doing the challenge, and the first 2 were different. So, no, not that I know, no one's reported back to me that they have made money from the challenges that I'm running. So yeah, Lena, so what I would recommend is, again, write down your why, and not just I want to make a lot of money, not just I want to fire my boss. Write down why you are putting yourself through this, through the energy, the frustration, the time required. And then you'll realize that 1,000 TikTok videos is absolutely nothing. 100, 200 YouTube videos is absolutely nothing, when those YouTube videos potentially can help you make money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Ooh, overthrew them. I'm looking forward to when someone gets some results. That'll be a good video. There was a video that I did 2 weeks ago. Someone made $250 within 24 hours after watching one of my free YouTube videos. I oftentimes, actually, there's a lot of people that post their results just from my free content. Heather, who's not on here, she's in my membership group. She talks about all the time how she was able to apply one of the strategies that I talked about inside of the group, and she was able to make money. She's not, she was on, but she's not on right now. There's a guy maybe a year and a half ago. He watched one of my videos on the Bluehost affiliate program, and he came back to my YouTube channel and just said, "Thank you. I owe you everything." So there are people that have success. A lot of them, they don't really say anything. And that's just for my free content. You'd be surprised at the results I get from people that pay me, because I can work with a lot of them one-on-one, which is pretty cool. Any other questions for me today? We've been on for 51 minutes, which is really cool. I'll save the little training that I was going to do for tomorrow, because we were going to do the cleaning and organization niche. We're going to look at that. If there are, your name is Whoa, how about you while people try his ideas? And that's the other thing. Don't wait for other people to have success. Go out and get your own success. And then you can come back and report. Don't sit on the sidelines waiting for other people to do the work for you. Yeah, I'm working on that. So I've been on, like I said, about 53 minutes. Do you guys have any other questions for me? If not, I'm going to go watch the rest of this football game, and we'll see you tomorrow. Any other questions before I wrap this thing up? Nope. All right. You guys have a great night, and we will talk.